Your friend sits in the corner of a room, back of the room, corner of the room, at a desk, and acts all like staring down at nothing. Of course they're gonna look weird. Of course you're gonna check up on it. I don't feel like that's worrying too much. This is the weirdest club ever. Like, it really is. I just don't understand Yuri. Like, it's almost like this cutesy, shy girl is such an act. Like, it really feels like it's an act. Maybe I'm just cynical about other girls' intentions, but it feels like an act to me. Like, what is she reciting from a book? Like, I would say that no guy could be this dense, but I have none of my guy friends are this dense, and I totally believe that they can be. I just, something feels off about Yuri to me. Like, I don't trust her motives. Like, this whole, like, sweet, shy girl thing feels like an act to me. It feels like it's not real. So, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. That is such a bullshit answer. Like, that is such a non-response, non-answer. I call bullshit. Honestly, her behavior Satori's behavior reminds me of like someone who suffers from depression. See, like, it feels like I'm talking to two different people. No one understands her own feelings. Like, it's something we all have to work at understanding. Could you imagine what, like, a text chat between these four girls is like? It weirds me out so much when the game music cuts. Like, I don't like it. It makes it feel wrong. Something bad was really telling her friend that she stepped over the line something bad? Like, what is with this girl's headspace? She needs a therapist. This girl is so needy. So, like, I understand that all the characters are supposed to be different enough to, like, oh, each player will choose one, the one that they, you know, like the most. But, like, it feels so one-dimensional. Can I say vomit again? Like, am I using that too much? I feel like I'm saying that too much, but this is just, like... Alright, that I understand. I always found sitting on the floor better for my back than sitting in a chair. It's because of the big babonkas she's got there. Her magic 8 balls. Okay, I've been married for 2 years now. I don't think I would have... It's just so weird. I have never just like... I mean, yeah, you feed your significant other, like someone you're actively in a relationship with, in a joking manner, but I would have never. Even like, I am really kind of touchy-feely with my friends. I always have been. I would never. That's just so awkward. No, that's not. That's not something that friends do. That's gross. That's weird flirting. That's uncomfortable. That's weird. No, ugh, gross. I feel uncomfortable just reading this. Ugh. Cause you're weird. They're gonna kiss? Like, what the heck is this? This is just, ugh, oh, uncomfortable. Thank you for stopping that. The music made it worse. Like, thank you for stopping. That was so uncomfortable. Gross. Ew. That's just all of these interactions just feel so awkward. Probably. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with bright light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be at the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you dream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail and set you free in my windy sail. Remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. If you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape. You'll learn to love yourself again. I mean, it's a sweet love poem. Like, I like it. It's a little, like, halting and awkward, but that's kind of the point of that rhyming scheme. It's halting and awkward, obviously a love poem. It reminds me of, like, the first time I thought I was in love. And it was just halting and awkward, you know, middle school crush, but yeah, we all had that first love, and it was awkward, and it was gross, and maybe a little stalkery. Stalkery? I don't even know if that's a real word. Is that a real word? She seems like the type of person who reads, like, all these deep and methodical writing novels and has to, like, and just, like, makes it part of who she is as a person, and it just comes off weird. I mean, I don't disagree with anything she's saying. Growing up, I always read and was always reading a lot. Even though I'm dyslexic, I had a hard childhood, and growing up, reading was my way to escape that. So, like, I understand what she's saying, but, like, this is so awkward. Yes, make fun of her body type because we all want to make fun of the girl with the tiny corset waist and the big bazookas she calls boobs. Perfect hourglass. We're all laughing at the girls with the perfect hourglass. Not body shaming. Just putting that out there. I'm not body shaming. Like, good for her, good for you. I'm a little chubby now. I used to be real skinny before I got pregnant. I'm not body shaming. I'm just laughing a little bit at this conversation because I find it just a little ridiculous. Are there no such... This is playing into the heavy stereotype, I feel like, that there's no such thing as a decent person in high school. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth categorically? No. Something meets the surface. Under the clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma, the easiest wood to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it get licked at you, or will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish in the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foaming tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. I mean, it's not a bad poem. It's a little like... no, it's not a bad poem. I like this whole thing about the sandcastles. Like, I like this second verse. A fictional one anyway. is something wrong with that. There is, okay, I totally understand, like, being so into something fictional that, you know, no, I'm just gonna say there's something wrong with that. You can't be dating a fictional character. Close the book, go outside, meet some real people. Like, it's almost as bad or just as bad as dating a girl in a sim. Yes, I am calling out Gravity Falls, what's his name in that. He dated a sim girl. Japan would like to know my location. Well, Japan doesn't need to know my location. They need to go outside and meet real people. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. Here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of currents, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceased to blow, I fall and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless. But a hand catches me between thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath she blows me back and I pick up a gust of wind. That is kind of depressing. Actually, that's a really good point. I mean, I took a writing class a creative writing class in high school about poetry. And when my teacher had started the class, I guess the guidance counselors had gone to him and pretty much went, we need you to send us every student who writes something that could be problematic, could be a problem. If they write about, sex, drugs, depression, like things that indicate that something is going wrong in their lives. And he's like, if I did that, I would send you every one of my students from every one of my classes every day. They write about these things. They write about, like, it's easier to write about when everything's difficult and hard than it is to write when everything's easy, which makes a lot of sense. And, like, I totally understand why it is like that. But that just means we need to remember the happy more. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. That's a mouthful. Dude, this might make me just choose Monica, just get over these two. Yeah, I'm gonna say... Nope. Save. Oh, that went wrong. That's... I think there's gonna be drama no matter who I choose. Yep, back to the beginning. I knew it. I knew she suffered from depression. I knew it. Then again, it's super obvious, and I mean, I suffer from depression myself, so, like, I knew the signs, but it's hard reading that because, like, I don't know. I know it's a story, and I know it's to add drama and to add complexity to, you know, the story and everything, but I've been there. I've felt those. I've had those conversations with people where, you know, it feels like the world is just destroying me and there's nothing left. I have woken up with days where I've gone, the only thing I have left to live for is to make sure that no one is as sad as I am. And that thought kept me going. I can't let anyone feel what I'm feeling right now because I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy has kept me going. And these last 2 years, what's kept me going is the thought that I can't, if I go, I'm just forcing my husband to feel like this. If I go, I'm forcing my son to grow up and he'll feel like I'm feeling now because he won't have his mother. And some days that's the only reason why I get up and do things. I mean, it's better now, I'm getting help, but it's hard. And having these conversations with people is hard. And like, disclaimer to all of this, because this is all like really heavy topics and everything. I am not a therapist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I suffer from mental illness myself, and it's something that I really have struggled with for many, many years now, for most of my life. And these are just the things that, you know, I've had therapists say to me, psychiatrists say to me, and have helped me myself in just kind of my own experiences. But if you are ever truly feeling any of these feelings, I beg and plead of you, go get help. I know it's hard, especially in this world, but you are worth more than this pain. And going and talking to someone really does help, especially someone who is a professional, who knows what's going on, or who knows how to help you. And medication isn't bad. It's scary, but it's not bad. Just find a doctor that you like, the one that you mesh with, and be honest about it. Be honest that, hey, I don't like this medication. I don't like these side effects. I don't like what it's doing to me. And that's fine. You can start a new one. You can try a new one. And there's so many places that you can call to get help. If you are ever truly in need of help, please call someone. Please talk. I'm just gonna say her turtleneck makes me uncomfortable. I hate things up around my neck, and it just makes me a little uncomfortable to see it up around her neck. Like, that looks really tight, and I'm sure it's not, and I'm sure that I'm being weird. I don't like things up around my neck. I don't like high neck collars. I even struggle with crew neck sometimes. It's so clean. That's such a weird thing to say to someone. Like, oh, it's so clean. Well, did you think I was a pig? Do you think I live in a pig? I mean, I live in a pigsty. My house is a mess. But do you think, like, it was gonna be trash? Like, what is the motivation behind what you're saying? Did you think that everything we did was a mess? Or, like... Is anyone else getting tired of this game that she plays? Like, she's so fishing for compliments, fishing to be validated by us. Yep, guys, guess what? Guess what? Breaking news. The weird girl likes knives. Wow, I'm so shocked. Granted, I was that weird girl, but whatever. She's a vampire. Guys, she's a vampire. I figured it out. She's a vampire. That really happened, right? Like, she really just... Ugh. Do people find that... Ugh, gross. When do you go... Okay, this chick's hot, but the red flags are too much. But I guess that's why you have a crazy scale, right? Like, how crazy is too crazy? Ew. Don't lick people, kids. Don't go licking people. And Yuri self-harms. I'm calling it. Okay, chat. Is she our best friend and will only ever be our best friend, or are we in love with her? What do you think? Yeah, I think it'll be the drama. Oh, this won't go down well with the crazy knife check. That's a little creepy. That's creepy. I mean, granted, my best friend knew I was engaged before my parents did, but that's creepy. Monica's creepy right now. This is all like very creepy. And the fact that it's silent. I don't like that it's silent. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Oh, wow. Get out of my head before I know what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. So what did Monica say to her? Like, it makes it out to be like Monica said something to her. Something she probably shouldn't have said. Something... So I knew that that was the case. I knew that this was a horror game. I knew that there was death in it. But that still actually gave me a bit of a jump scare. I will say, I know it's hard, and I know it feels like, you know, if someone's in your life does something tragic, like commit suicide, I know it's hard and everything. it is not your fault. It is never your fault. You are not to blame for them being stuck in that place and unable to get out. And the sad thing is it usually plays out like this. It usually plays out in the way that it seems like everything is going great and they're happy for once, and something they've always dreamed up comes, and then the next moment they're gone. It is never your fault. What?